How do combat soldiers really view supporting troops? I thought they saw us as lazy desk jockeys until the day our convoy got hit, and I watched a supply clerk risk his life to save my squad. I was infantry, deployed to Afghanistan. We had this running joke about the POGs, people other than grunts, support troops who stayed on base while we went out on patrol. We called them FOBITs, and acted like they had it easy. Then I met Specialist Rivera from Supply, skinny kid from Texas who looked like he'd never held a rifle before basic training. When he delivered gear to our outpost, we'd joke about his clean uniform and soft hands. Must be nice staying on base all day, I told him once. Rivera just smiled. 2 weeks later, our convoy got ambushed. An IED flipped our Humvee. I was trapped with a broken leg. Rodriguez unconscious beside me. Sniper fire pinned the squad. Backup was 20 minutes away. Rivera's supply trucks rolled up. He should have called it in and waited. Instead, he sprinted through gunfire, slid behind our Humvee, and dug me out. Then he dragged Rodriguez to safety and covered the medics with fire like he'd been doing it all his life. Later, I asked where he learned to shoot. Rivera shrugged. My dad took me hunting. Guess it stuck. That's when I learned supply convoys had been ambushed 3 times in a month. He'd already seen plenty of combat, just no one wrote stories about it. Over time, I noticed what support troops really did. Mechanics who worked all night on our vehicle. Medics who treated wounded civilians. Comms guys who kept us connected. They weren't hiding on base. They were the reason we survived. The day before we left Afghanistan, I found Rivera fixing a flat on his truck. I owe you my life, I told him. He just said, we're all soldiers first, job titles second. That stuck with me long after I got home. I used to think support roles were just background noise, but now I understand they carry a different kind of weight. They deal with constant danger, but rarely the recognition. Imagine driving the same routes we dreaded on patrol, except without armor, without intel, just a convoy of trucks everyone knew the enemy would target. That was their reality day after day. Rivera once told me, you guys fight the enemy head on. We fight him from the shadows. We never know when it's coming, so we always expect it. I realized he wasn't just talking about Afghanistan. Support troops carry that mentality everywhere. Quiet, steady, ready to risk it all, even when nobody's watching. When I think about heroes from my deployment, it's not just the guys in my squad. It's Rivera. It's the medics, the mechanics, the cooks, who somehow kept food on the table after mortars hit the base. They didn't just keep the mission alive, they kept us human. So how do combat soldiers really view supporting troops? The way I see it now, they're not just support. They're the backbone. Without them, none of us make it home.